Hello everyone, Kitsune here, and I want to talk about Trump's bump stock ban. First off, I have to ask why he would go through the effort of trying to ban bump fire stocks when it has been used once in all the time there's been crime with guns. One time has there been the use of a bump fire stock. It is not to help you it's not accurate, it's not better than just the standard semi-auto. This seems like such a betrayal of what he ran on during the campaign. He was supposed to be the pro-gun candidate. Coming out in favor of gun control is a stab in the back. I don't understand why he would capitulate to the left. They want nothing more than to ban all guns. The Democrats are not going to just want a ban on bump-fire stocks, and it looks like Trump isn't stopping there either. It looks like he's going to go after binary triggers as well, which would be the Full Stack Echo, and I think Franklin Omri has some binary trigger. But no, binary triggers on bump-fire stocks exist because there was a ban on machine guns that needs to be repealed so that we can have our constitutional rights back. The Hughes Amendment has to go away. Yes, the only thing I would take as a substitution towards the loss of our bump-fire stocks and binary triggers. I can only hope that Trump is somehow playing a long game here and knows that he isn't actually going to ban anything, but I have a feeling that that is not the case. I have a feeling that he fully intends to ban these things to get the Democrats to shut up. And I keep hearing them people talk about how banning this is just throwing the Democrats a bone, it'll get them off our backs. But you know, what's the point? How many times have we thrown the Democrats a bone and we got nothing in fucking return? We've had the National Firearm Act of 1934, the Hughes Amendment in 1986, the background checks added in 1993, and the assault weapons ban in 1994. They keep taking from us, and we keep never getting our stuff back, with the only exception being the assault weapons ban, because they couldn't get that one to remain permanently. They had to put in a sunset date on that one. And we're so glad that Bush was president then to let it die. I find it really suspicious that the ban is coming right after the school shooting in Florida, and which is so far after the Mandalay Bay shooting. The Mandalay Bay shooting is the one and only time a bumfire stock has ever been used in a shooting. And when it comes to the school shootings, we need to actually protect our students by having schools not be gun-free zones. That's how we protect things, with guns. And the big issue here is the Gun-Free School Act in 1990. It's after that act went into place, we've seen a large spike in the number of deaths in a shooting. In all this history of the US, there was generally not been that many deaths in a school shooting. In the 1980s, there was a spike, and there was probably some overreaction that got us the Gun Free School Zone Act. And ever since then, schools have been soft targets, and the deaths in whole mass shooting has gone up overall. The real way to fix this problem is not to add more government regulation and infringe upon our rights, but to end regulations and cease infringing on our rights. The government is why these school shootings and any mass shooting is allowed to occur. They allow places to become gun-free zones that become easy, soft targets for anyone who is deranged enough to go on one of these mass shootings. The government is the big threat to our safety and our freedom. The government is the people who are to blame for all of this happening. So I have to say to you, Mr. Trump, banning bumpfire stocks and binary triggers isn't going to fix anything. It's just going to take people's freedoms away. It's going to take their rights away. It's going to lead to unhappy people who may not vote for you anymore. You know, let's also talk about CNN using students, teenagers who don't have any experience or real world knowledge on how things really work, while being used to push this gun control. What do these students know? They survived a school shooting. That doesn't mean they know anything. All CNN is doing is using their emotions to push emotional arguments against guns, to push their narrative the only way they can, because there is no logical, reasonable argument against guns. Guns are here to protect us and keep us safe. The Second Amendment is about self defense from both individuals and from the government. It has nothing to do with hunting or sportsmanship. It's about defending yourself from the government and other people. Anyway, in conclusion here, I think that this whole banning of bumpfire stocks and binary triggers is a mistake. With the only exception is them giving us back our machine guns. Our God-given right to machine guns that should never have been infringed upon in the first place. Here Kitsune signing off.